settle in. We think we've got a good one. Mike Tirico, Greg Olsen with you. Off we go in the rain in Landover. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24.
Here we go, here we go.
Play clock down to 0. That is not the way to start a drive.
A wet and dreary day in our nation's capital as we join you from Northwest Stadium in Landover, Maryland. Today we hit double digits, week 10, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the Washington Commanders. The shadows starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. They go play action. Daniels. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. You talk about this Lions defense. They were very good a week ago in the win over Minnesota.
One thing you always look for when you're evaluating a defense, how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get? How about last week's game? The number was 6. Phenomenal performance.
They'll run here with a rookie. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Throwing now is Daniels. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. Tressway on fourth down is sent out to punt. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Fielded at about the 28. It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Lions will take over.
At their own 35-yard line.
Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And that is not fooling anyone. He never had a chance to turn the corner there, and they'll go backwards right away. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. They'll let this go deep for St. Brown. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Detroit. Amon-Ra St. Brown with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Lions are on the board first here this afternoon. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is.
He's on his way. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Commanders. A great play there with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Commanders are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Just the one misstep for them in the first half of the season. 7-1 is the record at the midway point. And in terms of whatever power rankings you want to go by, they're at or near the top of the list in terms of best teams in the National Football League.
And for me, in my little bit of rankings here, I've got them at the top. I know there's still 2 months to go, and we've seen teams get off to hot starts and then fade away due to injuries or the schedule or whatever. But unless there are a rash of injuries on this team, I'd be surprised if they aren't a first or a second seed come playoff time.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Tucker. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Hey, let's go. Super 66. What's that?
Gibbs straight ahead. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 more on that one and another first down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge.
Let's go.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. So, Charles, this defense, they definitely know that they've got their hands full here going up against a group that has won 7 straight. What's the key for them in this ball game?
Well, we asked their defensive coordinator that very question, and the response was, we have the mindset that they actually have to react to us, not the other way around. So it sounds to me like the plan is to do the attacking and not wait to see what they present to them.
It's incomplete. You talk about this Washington defense against the pass, just numbers that they haven't liked. Number 30 in the league right now.
You know, when actors get ready for a scene, they often ask the question, what's my motivation? But what's the motivation of this group? What's their mindset? What's the problem that they have? Will they create an identity that allows them to get better?
From the 50, it's gone. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 27-yard line.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Come on! Whirling!
Now back to the ground. Here's Gibbs. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's second and 13. Back to throw. Gone. Looking for Evans, and it's intercepted. And the Commanders are going to get the football here at their own 23.
The Commanders take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Here's 2nd and 10. To throw is Daniels.
Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
Everything looked right on that play except the conclusion. He dropped it. An in route, going into a little bit of traffic. Maybe in the back of his mind, he was wondering where the hit was going to come from.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Ready.
To the air goes Daniels.
And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down.
Aleem McNeil able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Now the former Oklahoma Sooner Tress Way on to punt the football. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Pulled in at the 24.
A nice run back there off the good punt. It's a 16-yard return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this 3rd drive of the ball game brings.
Yeah, it's kind of a tiebreaker, isn't it? I mean, that's the tough part for them and for him because, yeah, things went really well in that first one, not so well on the second one. He wants to get back to what he did to get this game going.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a play fake, and it's gone. Rolling to his right.
That's complete to Laporta.
And he takes this one in for the Lions. Touchdown.
Sam Laporta.
36 yards. And the Lions have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And that makes the score 14-7.
Commanders 7. Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, kind of a costly one, as he won't make it back to the 20. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in their own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40.
They'll run for the first time here with Brian Robinson.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5.
Hey. Nice. Crack all 80.
Daniels looking to throw.
Can't get away, and he's taken down. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Second quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's Washington in possession of the football as they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up. We'll see where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot, backed up.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Man open, that's Deebo Samuel.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
On 4th down, the Commanders send out Matt Gay to try the field goal.
From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10.
After the made field goal, Gay back out there to kick it off. Able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey.
Down the numbers. There he goes. Touchdown, Detroit.
Jahmyr Gibbs.
76 yards.
And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
They blitzed defensively there, but he was able to slip through that first layer, and then he was gone.
I think they won the leverage game, didn't they?
Yes.
Right? They saw the blitz coming. That got to him a little bit, but they leveraged it perfectly and found not just a crease, a gigantic hole. And off he goes, and he's still going all the way to the end zone.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin at the 35-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage. But you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
Quick hitter here. It's complete. We're calling a gain of a yard. And 3rd and 8 now.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
The offense on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 8. Now Daniels.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
A big play that time on the catch and run. And it'll move the chains.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle. 132 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. From the 31, here comes 2nd and a yard. Hands it off out of the gun.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1.
Here's Daniels. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he's going to have the Commanders first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
And the Washington first down. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
70 Timberwolves. Ready, right?
From the shotgun, it's Daniels.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to throw. Daniels. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
They'll look to throw again. Touchdown!
Lawrence Cager,
23 yards for the touchdown.
and the Commanders have cut it back within a score.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it's now 21-17.
Commanders 17.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away.
And they can't bring him down. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. It's going to be pretty tough for them to match their efficiency, Charles, with that last possession, needing only the one play to find the end zone on the rushing touchdown.
Yeah, they got that together collectively, didn't they? Total group effort. Although the guy toting the rock, he gets all the credit. It was blocked up so well. The only thing stopping him was running into the goalpost in the back of the end zone.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Here's Goff.
Open man is Tucker.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
From the gun on 3rd down, Goff. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down.
This will be fielded at the 17. It'll be a 48-yard punt. 5 there on the return.
And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. 173 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues.
Boy, the offensive line there, that was a thing of beauty to watch them block.
I love how you give a little appreciation for those big guys up front, and well-deserved. But how about the execution behind them? You can see the hours of practice that have gone into it. Great pocket by the running back. Quarterback puts it right in the perfect spot. Great mesh point by them, the timing on point, the run even better. That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Third down and 1.
Cup 19. Here we go. Here we go.
Operating from the gun. Daniels. Down inside the 10. And he's all the way down to the 6-yard line. So much for the run on third and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. First down.
A field goal helps, but a touchdown gets you the lead. That had to be the message transmitted in the huddle. And they delivered there as that throw is going to keep the drive alive. And even better than that, set them up for the first and goal.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Operating from the gun, Daniels.
Touchdown, Washington.
Deebo Samuel from 6 yards away.
And the Commanders have taken the lead.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that gives them a 3-point lead.
Lions 21. Matt Gay, the kickoff for Washington.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away.
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
Lions take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Quan Martin.
And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Intercepted. The Commanders take over first and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Okay, ready.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Let's go. Cougar 19.
Throwing to start the drive. Daniels. Throws the out route and completes it to Samuel. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
And he's got it. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. From 10 yards out.
And the Commanders will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Commanders 31. Lions 21. Matt Gay, the kickoff for Washington.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Lions take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only first down, so smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on second down.
Here's Goff. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. Here comes third down at 7.
Hey, 76. 2 for 1.
Goff now to throw. And yet again, Goff is intercepted. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Wow, a big mistake there. Late interception in this first half, and that could lead to a field goal try the other way.
Yeah, I think at this point you just had to say, let's take a knee and go in at the half and regroup. Let's just talk it over a little bit. I wonder, partner, was the analytics coach in his head a little bit? Maybe go ahead and press it and try and get some points? While the old school coach probably would have said, take the knee, let's get out of here.
Now we could see points the other way here. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they're down on the scoreboard. Sort of a sloppy first half. And Coach Davis, if you were in the locker room, what would the message have been?
I think I'd have to go with something you don't ordinarily go with in the NFL. That's all fire and brimstone. You've got to fire these guys up. Make them understand what's going on out there. They were so sloppy in the first half. Too many turnovers. Tighten things up. Maybe get in their face a little bit. Get in their grill. And then send them back out.
Second down, and they go back to Gibbs. He takes this for 3 to the 29. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Give him the third down conversion. 5 yards on the play.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now it's gone. And this is caught by Evans. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains.
Short yardage situation, you have to wonder if they thought that they were just going to run it inside. But you have to be cognizant of the back slipping out of the backfield trying to find some open space. And that's exactly what he does to the tune of a first down.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now gone. That'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And they do finally get him at the 12. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run.
Well, as my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
Here's Goff. This one swung out to Montgomery. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first down. They're ahead of the chains now.
14. 2.
To throw is gone. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Chef, 20. What's that?
On the give, here's Gibbs. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Lions have got it back to within a score. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will shrink to 6.
Lions 28. Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a 1-score, 6-point game. And the returner down to a knee. This will come out to the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
Ready.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a 1-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
So from the 37, here's a 2nd and 8.
70, Timberwolf.
Throwing now is Daniels. And complete to Zach Ertz. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And they're able to add on to their advantage. And now the Washington offense going to stay out there and go for 2.
The Commanders will line up for the 2-point
19.
conversion.
Daniels going to try and throw for it. And he's got it. So they try for 2, successful. And that bumps their lead up even further.
42, Lions 28.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one. And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
He'll go right back to St. Brown. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
16 yards. First down, Detroit.
Now a give running left with Montgomery. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. Now a 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Goff now looking to throw. He'll leave it for Montgomery complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 37. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. He's having a nice game through the air. His decision-making's been really good. Solid there again. Just seeing nothing downfield goes underneath. Nice game.
How about the patience? Because when you're having a big game through the air, you're looking for those chunk plays, those big ones downfield. Instead, as you noted, takes the check down, dumps it off, gains good yardage anyway. Really well executed.
Out of the gun. Gone. St. Brown making the catch on the out route. And St. Brown going to have the Lions first down as he'll get this down to the 23.
9 yards. First down, Lions.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
4 down. Hey, coach out.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there at one spot, and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Hey, coach Hill.
Now Goff. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Marshawn Lattimore. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for the Commanders' touchdown. With the mistake there by the offense, Charles, they tried to pick on a Pro Bowl corner in coverage there, and not the smartest decision. He reminded him that he was a Pro Bowl corner with not only the pick, but the pick six.
And those guys who have that designation, sometimes they get a little bit bored in games because people try to avoid them. They absolutely love it when they get challenged, and it's a chance to remind everyone exactly why they were tagged as one of the best in the league the prior season.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that's pretty good coverage by the kick team, as he'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they were ultra confident coming in, that's for sure. They had won 7 straight, but number 8 not looking to be in the cards right now. 2nd and 8 coming from the 19. Play action. It's gone. And now here's another interception. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him. Ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds and keep the clock rolling. They're in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
They're not in any rush offensively. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
Buffalo 18. Stephanie. Bronco 80.
Here's Daniels. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he takes it in for a Commanders touchdown. Lawrence Cager. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Commanders have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the 4th. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
56. Lions 28. Matt Gay to kick off for Washington.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. Not much doing on the return. Good coverage there. Going to stop him in his tracks at the 15-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try to put points on the board.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 109 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Going back to Gibbs on 1st down. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on 1st down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
From the 31, here's a 2nd and 5. Up the middle, it's Montgomery. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
And it brings up 3rd down.
Here we go.
Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And this will wind up a Lions 1st down as the tackle made at about the 38.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
They'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. Goff now looks to throw. Finds Gibbs on the check down. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. They'll try the middle with Montgomery. He'll take this to the 46.
It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. I think we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. And his throw here is incomplete.
We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a first down. Defensively, you've got the nice lead here in the fourth quarter. You're saying, if they want to get a run of a little over 10 yards, that's okay.
I hear what you're doing there, and I think you're onto something. They've loosened up on defense, so don't get fooled by the nice runs you're getting now. You've got to get bigger plays, possibly think about throwing the football a bit more here. Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package, and that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
And he is going to be stopped here for no gain, and that is going to be the final play of this football game.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best.